Hey, how's everyone doing? I'm shooting this video on the go. Wanted to give you guys an update. The State of the Union, Leonis Express, Green Top Freight Solutions. So we got a couple of things in mind that we want to tackle. I don't know how much each and one of you guys are tuning into the news, but pretty much what relates to us in transportation, there's definitely a negative effect because of this whole slowing down of the economy by shutting small businesses, limiting outings, people not going to shopping centers and retailers and that kind of thing. So there's not a lot of demand right now, and because of that, people aren't ordering. Retailers are not ordering. In fact, they've canceled a lot of their orders, so a lot of the shipments from China have been canceled. So China right now, they've laid off people. They don't need a lot of people. We're their number one customer. So that's something negative. In fact, one of our customers Monday canceled an order that keeps us busy for the week. So this is going to affect us this coming week. So we're going to touch on that right now. So what do we see coming for this week? This week being next week, Monday through Saturday. So based on what we have on the board, not much. We're still waiting to see if there's any orders that come in from customers that usually send us orders Friday. We'll see how that looks like by the end of today. But as of right now, we're not going to be too busy next week. So what that's going to look like is you guys will probably be working maybe 2 to 3 days next week. We'll try to even it out as much as possible. But I've already pretty much, from all the intel that I've been receiving, which I'll get back into that right now. So the intel that I've been receiving from various sources, I already mentioned, I touched on China, the demand of the United States. The president wants to get us going as soon as possible because he knows the effect or the negative effect that this is going to have on the economy, and then if this continues for another couple of weeks and months. But based on projections, the second quarter of this year is going to be it's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good one. It's going to be very similar, maybe slightly better than last year's. As you guys remember, last year was pretty bad. This was, I think it was like April last year. We were really, really slow. We actually have positioned ourselves a little better this year, so it may not be that bad, but it definitely is going to impact us. So what I recommend, and let's go into that part right now. So what do I recommend for you guys? Well, I recommend that since this is kind of like a hurricane, we see it coming, therefore we can prepare as best as possible. So I would say this is a time where you don't go spending money on things that you don't need. This would probably be a good time to clean out your garage, find those things that you don't necessarily need. Maybe you can put it on eBay, yard sale, find ways of scrapping, some things, getting some income. I know that the government is finding ways of trying to alleviate some of our situations at home by not charging us on like mortgage, utilities, that kind of thing for businesses. They're working on some things as well. They got the stimulus packet where they've approved $2 trillion to be poured into airlines, automakers, that kind of thing, and then also to help out people that make less than $99,000 a year. So they're gonna give us money for each child, for each person, but that's just putting a band-aid over a devastating blow. A lot of businesses are not going to be able to survive this for much longer, although the government is looking at ways of reimbursing them. People that are unemployed, that are straight out unemployed, like their industry was not one of the ones that was fortunate like our industry, and they just flat out were laid off. The government's going to help them out. So we just have to weigh this out. Again, be frugal with your personal budget. Make sure that whatever comes in, that you have more coming in than going out. So this is a time to look at unnecessary expenses, things like that. If you cook at home, keep cooking at home. Save that money. Don't go out getting fast food. If your son left home, maybe right now, if he's living in an apartment, maybe it would be a good time to bring him in and start, having that income come in. It's trying times. What is the positive? There's obviously a positive to everything. Personally, let's go into that positive part. So what's a positive? Well, personally, a positive would be, hey, this kind of situation teaches us valuable lessons, such as having a diversification in your income. Finding ways of making extra money. Also, again, kind of looking into your how much you spend, how you've structured yourself financially, retirement, emergency funds, all those kinds of things right now are testing how we prepared for the unexpected. So if you don't take this lessons learned and you don't prepare for a future blow, whatever that may look like, San Andreas fault, coming loose, disastrous earthquakes in the future to come, economical difficulties such as this, things like that, then we're not being wise, We're not being wise because we're seeing how this is affecting in obviously different ways for each one personally, but nevertheless, it's something that's really hitting everybody really, really hard. I mean, as a company, we had so many goals, and things were going in the right direction, and then this just was a speed bump, and it really has taken us off a little bit off traction, But once everything goes back into, lines up back on the road, and things are going smoothly, we have to never forget what happened and how we can prepare. So that's the best advice that I can give each and one of you guys. Look at the situation. Don't lose your head over it. Don't get over anxious. There's nothing I or you can do about it. If anything, God can help each one of us personally, guide us and strengthen us, and give us comfort through this situation. As an owner, I'm in a very tough situation, because I have each and one of you guys who have poured their time, and have sacrificed in so many ways for this company and for your families, and we feel a responsibility and a commitment to you guys to guide this company in the best way possible. So we're doing our best. We truly thank you guys for everything you guys do. Those of you guys that have been with us for a very, very long time, but even those that have been with us for a few months, we appreciate you, and we are doing the very, very best we can to guide you guys through this crisis and keep you guys as busy as possible. I know Eddie and Renee feel the same way. They really do care about a lot of you guys, and they really want the best for this company as well. So let's just pray, guys, that everyone gets back to work, and that we start opening up a lot of these businesses. Stuff starts getting rolling in the next couple of weeks, because it will be challenging if this continues. So with that said, that's the best update I can possibly give you guys at the moment. Feel free to text me, call me if you have any other questions. I will answer them to the best of my abilities, and we're all in this together, guys. We are doing our very best to try to be as fair as possible. I know you guys had some concerns, so we're addressing them. We're going to spread out the work as much as possible between everybody. And again, just wanted to leave you guys with that thought. Just know that we're in this together. We love and appreciate each and one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for your effort, for your work,